Hello and welcome to VR Verdict Podcast, episode 148, a weekly podcast where we talk about everything VR. I'm PJ.
I'm Wookie.
We're here to share VR with you. Joining us this week, it's the awesome team from Blockbuster VR. We have Mike, Doug, and Brent. Hey guys,
Howdy.
how's it going?
Hey,
Thanks for having us.
really good. Thanks for having us.
We talk.
We planned this.
Yeah, this is all
It
scripted.
never worked. It's always great like that.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm Doug. Hi.
Mike, I'm this guy.
I'm Brent,
Real
creative
life
director
size,
of the
by the way.
game. Maybe you guys should let them know what you did on the game.
Oh yeah. Hi. We were doing this in reverse order. I said, Brent, go first, Mike, then me. Okay, that's fine. It's okay. No, I'm just kidding, guys. Hi, yeah. So I'm Doug. I'm Doug Herzog. I'm the executive producer on the game, and I'm this guy right here, Burger Guy, Burger Doug, and Regular Doug. That's me.
Fun size version. A little smaller.
Yeah.
There you
Yes.
go. I'll
You gotta
jump
say
back,
over.
and I did say it already, but I'm Brent, Brent Capel, creative director of the game, and that was a good idea, Doug. This is me, if you can see me. You get to eat me in the game, and I love giant monsters. I'm excited to talk about the game here.
Good. I'm Mike.
And over. Yeah.
I'm the lead developer here, so I do all the coding. I'm this guy here. So, over.
Awesome. Good intro, guys.
Hey,
We
guys.
nailed it. Yeah, we nailed it. Yeah.
Which one of you tastes the best in the game? Is it Burger Doug
Oh,
or Mike?
probably.
That's a hard question.
There's like a taco Brent, right?
Yeah, we have a
Yeah, he's not here right now,
Okay.
but I would say right now probably Burger Doug. Yeah, I mean,
Burger Doug.
he's
We have
the most
Taco
enticing
Brent.
looking.
We have a Sushi Michael. We have a Boba Tea Jared, and we have a Milk Mike.
I don't
Nice.
really want a milk Mike, no offense.
Yeah. Well, we are working on other ones like disgusting Derek and things like that.
Do you have like a haggis Henry?
Mike didn't get to choose being Milk Mike, so
Oh, dude.
we
Stuff it all in a sheep's stomach.
we left that up to Amanda. That's her right here. So she was our other artist on the game, who helped make some of the food people actually. Nice.
For a second,
So,
it
yeah.
looked like you were petting her. Like,
I was just trying to point to her, but I got pill hands, so I've got to
Just like- I miss you so much.
No. Anyway, so yeah, we want to, we put ourselves in the game as part of the game, and actually a lot of the people that worked on Blockbuster are they're little figures, their little meeples are in the game as well. So a couple developers, a couple people behind the scenes, some marketing folks, some biz devs, some game designers. We had a few people incorporate themselves into the game. So. So does the When you're in-game eating- dialogue match your personalities in real life? Because some of these people say some funny shit when you go to eat them. Yeah, there's a little bit here and there that can reflect some of us. But we wanted to keep to the overall arching theme of like, there's a giant monster coming, and Yeah. I left my toaster on, because in today's day and age, who's not gonna be concerned that they left their toaster on when there's a giant monster attacking them? That's awesome.
we were
yeah,
able to have a lot of fun
the
with that dialogue.
yeah, the dialogue was a good time. We definitely had a lot of fun writing it. Yeah, trying to like recall
Some
like,
of it's
one
more
my-
on the nose. Some of it's inside baseball jokes too. Doug and I are childhood friends, and some of it goes back to even jokes we had as kids. So it was fun to be able to add that stuff into the game.
What kind of kid jokes? Like milk lemonade or more sophisticated?
I don't know.
These are
There's
real
What would be
questions.
a few of them that made it in, Doug? I know there
We
were
should've
so
listened.
many, but off the top, we should have looked before we joined. It's been a while since we wrote them, but I promise they're in there.
Even though I said these were questions, it wasn't really a serious real question. It's okay. The players, the viewers will play it, figure it out.
You just ruined the whole show.
Anything
So-
that references a food pill is definitely Brent's opinion on food of the future. So in level 4, if you see
Yeah.
anything that references a food pill, that's what Brent wants food to be. Or that's what he
That
thinks
I
food
want it
will
to be that, but I think it'd be more efficient. It would
This
be more
is- see-
efficient if
See
it was
my
that
hands
way.
right now? You would eat these right
Yeah.
now if you could. Yeah.
Can I
Pill
pick
form
one
food.
quick? Can I
Food
taste it?
pills. No,
Everything,
literal food
everything's
pills.
pill in the future.
like
Pill cars.
Yeah, like chicken parm
Pill
food
haircut.
pill. Chicken Alfredo.
Chicken Pilfredo.
Chicken Pilfredo. Yeah, you got it.
I'm the marketing guy. Yeah.
What color do you want your Tesla to be?
The evolution of astronaut food.
I want my Tesla to be pillow.
Pillow color?
Yeah. It's like yellow, but
just-
it's more like a pillow.
Pill yellow.
yellow.
I get it. It's like that dull yellow that looks sickly.
What kind of pillow do you use to sleep on?
What kind of pillow do you use? Anyway,
So
is this you guys' first game ever? First VR game, or like how did we get here? Like where did this come from? So Brent, did you want to take that?
You got it, Doug. Go for it.
I'll take that. All right. Yeah. All right. Cool. Nice.
he
Sorry,
just saw
was
the
moving,
expression
so
on
I
your
thought
face.
he
He
was.
was just like, wait a second.
I was
Sorry, guys.
pointing.
Yeah,
It's
so
hard
we
to tell
started-
when it's a point or an.
Just point. Now this is me pointing. Yeah. Exactly. Thank you. All right. All right.
That's what
So
I
yeah,
did.
we started out as a production. Well, thank you. We started out as a production company where Brent and I partnered up, and we created a mini series called Like Them, and Like Them was able to make it on as a Amazon Prime Video feature, and then that got onto Tubi. But in the meantime, we after Like Them, we started doing like commercial architecture renders and 3D imagery, where we met Mike. Mike was a very talented 3D artist and helped us get to where we needed to be in order to grow our business, to take on more technological advances, and that included virtual reality walkthroughs within architectural buildings. Excuse me.
Demonstrations, essentially.
Yeah, architecture. Yeah, so demonstrations of buildings within.
I could jump you on, Doug.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll just give you a second. It sounded like you needed a water break. So yeah, we were doing
Oh,
that.
the passion. He's getting
We
choked
started
up.
with the architecture.
It's very
Yeah.
emotional.
No, sorry guys.
It's fine.
And Mike,
No, I can- here,
was
I
a
can-
big
so here we
part of this. He kind of
Basically, we were doing architectural
Take it back.
walkthroughs.
Take
All
it
right,
away.
I got you. We were doing architectural walkthroughs, and then that pandemic hit. But right before the pandemic hit, we were figuring out that we were getting pretty good at doing this, just making stuff in Unreal, and we wanted to test a few things out, and we put together like a small game loop of knocking blocks down within like a bigger city. So that we could, just see how satisfying that felt. And when we first started doing it, it was a mess. Like everything bogged down. It wasn't, the frame rate just was dead. Nothing was moving. And at the same time, the pandemic hit. So we decided to kind of fully go into this development and try our hand at development. Paid off because we made it to where we needed to be, which was this quest.
Nice.
Sorry.
a little
I
bit
say
more
sorry
on
a lot.
the kind of where the game came from that. When we did our walkthroughs with the architects, we in a lot of instances had a table that was just kind of there that had some items on it for them to learn how to move about the environment, interact with the whole building, because it was a new thing at the time and they kind of needed just a quick tutorial. And in that, we had a table that had a bunch of blocks on it. And quite frequently we would put people in here to see the buildings, and they would get distracted by being able to just play with these cubes and kind of knock them over and just mess around with them. And it was something we kind of keyed in on right away. We're like, this is very well respected architects and people who are well known in their field, and they're acting like kids immediately, like seeing these things. And so it was part of that, and it was also some of them, once they were in these structures, it's a weird thing to say now, but when we first started, Mike really had to figure out how to like even get an elevator to work to get to like a higher floor in these buildings. But when we would get them up there was an occasional architect that would be like, can I be outside? Can I be more from a perspective of a monster? That Godzilla had come up in those conversations. So there was a little bit of movement towards what our game would become, even in that part of
we tried playing to our strengths,
our process. Yeah,
play to our strengths.
Sure. And then
I
essentially,
originally
Mike, I don't know if you want to go for it.
What's
Mike,
that?
if you want to.
I originally pitched the idea of the toll
up.
booth operator simulator, but we just weren't there technology-wise, so this was our fallback.
Toll booth will.
Yeah.
The toll booth.
You just
toll booth.
hand people money, Some old lady like drops coins on the floor, and you have to watch her.
There's an instance where
try to pick it up.
There's an instance where the gate breaks, right, and you have to pull it up manually. It's exciting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Is there like
and then you get to take breaks.
Is there a
That's a weird.
You get to like
the arm
step to the side of the toll booth and eat your sandwich, and then come back.
Step to the side of the toll booth and eat your sandwich. Can you go to a neighboring toll booth and talk to an NPC?
Guys, you're giving away too many of our ideas.
Got it. That's in the expansion. The quest. Yeah. The quest of crossing the toll road.
Well, that was originally my dream job, and then
iPass.
The iPass kind of made that obsolete. So this is my fallback gig.
I'm glad it worked out.
Well,
we can bring it back in the metaverse, Mike. It's possible.
We can't all agree.
Where's the dream location to be a toll booth operator back in the day?
Oh, right on the corner
Jersey?
of Bypass 20 and 90 in Chicago. Right there, you get a nice view of a water park, and on behind you is cornfield. It just.
That's a real place he's describing, actually. I'm pretty sure.
They took it out.
Is that in Rockford?
It is. Yeah.
They took out the water park there?
No, they took out the toll booth.
Oh, okay.
They left the water park.
Park's fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
The water park's fine. We need a water park. They're just as important as hospitals.
You can still dress up like a toll booth operator and go stand there.
Collect tolls. You should. iPass isn't working. Here, give me your toll.
Put up like a cardboard box here.
Put suspenders, hold it up like a Halloween costume. You're like,
donate to me for a write-off.
Well, if I ever go missing, you guys are gonna know where I'm at then. We haven't seen Mike in days.
I'll make sure I check the highways.
Okay.
I'll bring some change. Since toll booth operators are back in business.
Bringing it back.
I think they're all gone now.
They most certainly are.
I
mean,
you
guys are joking about this, but last night, true story, after the Weezer concert, we were in the top of this parking ramp, 5 stories up, 5 floors, whatever you want to call it. And nothing was moving, at all. And we sat there probably in our car, and people were just getting irate after, we were there an hour before anything moved. And it comes to find, there were people running down, what the hell is going on? It was either someone that didn't know how to, pay, or, the machine broke. and we sat there for
Oh,
like
where
an hour
were
and a
you?
half. Where were you?
Where were you?
yeah.
They needed
That's
you,
the best
Mike.
part of being the toll booth operators. Everyone hates you.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's insane. I mean,
It's kind of
everyone
like being a
had
game
been
dev.
drinking, and people were getting like
yeah.
trying to back into my car constantly, and I was about to get out and start, throwing hands and stuff. It was the worst. So
Was the concert good at
Oh,
least?
jeez.
the concert was great. Everything like from 10 o'clock to midnight, it was weird, but the rest of my vacation and trip was great. It was just that 2 hours, weird shit happened. I could go on, but we should talk about Blockbuster some more.
Yeah.
There's lots to
did,
talk about. Let's go ahead.
So,
Mike, did you want to
I
add
mean-
anything else? Or sorry, guys, go for it.
real quick, so anyone that hasn't played it or seen it from the video, if you can't tell, I'm calling it like an ode to Rampage. My mid 40s, and I know what Rampage is. Loved it, grew up on it. This is just like hits that nostalgia button for me. So, how did you come? I mean, I know you're playing with the buildings and knocking them over, and you said something was there, but like, was that it, or were you guys just like, was it something else? Like, holy crap, let's make Rampage in VR.
I mean, I could jump in a little bit there. I kind of already glazed over the story with the architects, and that was kind of the beginning of this. But prior to that, I personally have been a fan of Rampage, but giant monsters, since I was a young kid. So it was definitely something that, seeing that, it was easy enough to convince me that I would like to do something where I could be a big giant creature. And then it was kind of just all of us in the office realizing that it was, feasible to do, if not, difficult. And Mike maybe can talk a little bit about where it started. And we kind of like started with just some blocks that, just look like boxes. And
Yeah. Well, originally we actually we were gonna try to do a mini series, right? With we built like this Toon City, and that's where
This
like these people
big
came from and
Toon
stuff.
City,
Yeah.
huge. Yeah.
And
It's
then
cool.
and then I bought a Quest, and I put the architectural stuff, and we kind of switched gears to VR. So originally I put those buildings in there. We like cut them, we sliced them into like these. Originally the cubes were like the size of these capsules, and there was like hundreds, if not thousands of them, and it basically like every time it was really cool, like when you hit it, but it would take like. It'd take like 60 seconds for a building to fall over because that's how bad the frame rate was going. So if
And
you
that's
want
what I
to
was trying to
play,
express.
yeah,
Go.
FPS won the game. That's what we were making at the time, and it slowly, because we didn't know what we were doing. And just after a year, I finally found the easy button, like the in Unreal. It's like how to make a game. Press
Nice.
this. I was like, oh, geez, it's been there the whole time. Exactly.
There was a learning
Make it-
curve, yeah, but we were able to pull through. So yeah.
So
And I mean,
I still don't think we know what we're doing. I mean, we're just getting lucky.
it's always part of it.
I just sit there on the keyboard like this. I'm like, holy shit.
Nice.
Ship it.
But as far as Rampage, I mean, or games of similar to that, I mean, as much as we work together and always do this stuff. I mean, Doug, I know you've played it, but Mike, was that a game that you were very into growing
Yeah,
up
man,
in any way?
so-
I'm curious.
Yeah, Rampage is a cool game. Yeah, I remember renting it at Blockbuster quite often for my N64 because they had an N64
Yep.
version of it. So yeah, I played it a lot. And it was fun, a lot of fun. And I thought it was difficult. I never got past like a 10th city. Like I would always die all the time.
Yeah.
What I liked
Yeah.
was
Yeah, it was hard.
you could play
It just
2
kept
to 3
going and
player,
going and going.
and it was like a co-op mixed with like versus, because you could punch the other monsters and like fuck with them, and like, or you could just totally get along.
Yeah.
It was a great, couch co-op. Yeah, with your
Yeah.
buddies on this. Great game.
Yeah.
Plus, I mean, it is an arcade game too, correct? So
That's what we grew up on. The arcade.
that one,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Yeah, that's where I
I
played
think
it.
it's for the NES version.
That too.
Yeah. And I played it on an arcade. I played it at a beercade.
You know,
So
we
you know,
went to
obviously
there's a-
everybody knows that game. And oh, sorry.
I was just saying we went to one of those new trend, like the trend of arcades now, where you just pay like a flat fee and you go in and play whatever you want. We did this like last
Yeah.
year, and the Rampage was like the first game I went to out of like hundreds of even pinball machines. I'm like, Rampage. So good times.
You made the right
Absolutely.
choice.
It's one of the most, it's so familiar. Yeah. You know?
And it is one of those games, like, you know,
I like
it seems so obvious. Like, why is there not a Rampage in VR? I mean, giant monsters, it's wish fulfillment, like 101 in virtual reality. And we can tell you, we can attest that the reason it wasn't there, it's there in capacities in other places, but it's a hard genre of game to pull off, especially in, you know, trying to work within the confines of the Quest. So the first big hurdle Mike already talked about, Doug already talked about, were how do we make the buildings in a way that it feels like, you know, Rampage, where you're destroying them and having fun and you feel like a big monster, but also allow that to happen on a mass scale. And you know, that was kind of the big hurdle. And you know, that's where the game kind of came together, was the style, blockbuster. We realized we couldn't do those very fancy buildings, you know, at that point. And so the game kind of evolved around the necessity of like how we needed to build the building.
So we stuck with the low poly art style.
Yeah. And, you know, Jared's not here
Yeah.
to talk too much of the art style, but he's in front of me right here. He's our lead artist, you know, and he did an awesome job kind of crafting the world of the game. And
jeez.
Doug already spoke about Amanda. She was also our secondary artist on the game. She did a lot of great work as well. So they're not here, but they definitely deserve the praise. So.
Yeah, but even being low poly, like when you just go in there and start tearing the city up, like it's so much fun. Like I like to hang on to like the cubes and just use them as like hammers and just destroy everything. Like it's just a blast.
Yeah, it's a good
Try to
time.
see how many you can knock over.
Like shotgun
Yeah.
blast.
the
I like- yeah, I
mallet
like
is
nailing a
definitely
building
the
from,
way
like,
to go.
One end to the other
And the people
with the chopper.
you can pick them up and you can eat them. You can like throw them off into the horizon. Like it's just crazy. It's awesome.
Thank you, guys.
We're actually working
We,
on a bunch of new improvements for the people right now. Actually,
Nice.
Yeah, cool. We are exercising the ways to you know, dispose of them more. I don't want to say kill them, because I don't, you know, this is like what rating are we?
Despawn the NPC.
Yeah, creative ways to despawn the NPCs, which will involve, you know, it'll involve more environmental hazards and more interactions, you know, with them, with your hands and stuff. You know, I guess, you know, we'll say bottle rockets as you know, as a hint.
Nice.
Strap into a bottle rocket.
Yeah,
Jackass 2.5.
yeah.
Yeah, we think it should add a lot
Exactly.
of play to the different people. It's going to be fun. You know, right now, currently, you pretty much can just bite their head off and toss them in the air and catch them in your mouth. But there's going to be a lot more to do. So
Nice.
maybe we could talk a little bit about it. I mean, we don't need to be too secretive, like Doug said. I mean,
All right,
he
cool.
said
I
like a
wasn't sure,
bottle
yeah.
rocket. I'll you know, like poppable. We use their heads, so just think about that and things that would be, you know, possible to do there, I guess.
Yeah. Any future plans for like co-op, and then you could like do the Lady and the Tramp, where you share one of the NPCs that you're both nibbling on one end.
I would love to have dual like interactions between players like that. That'd be great. But co-op is definitely planned right now. That's actually what our main focus on is right now at this
Nice.
moment.
Right now?
So right now we're
You're coding?
we're trying to
What are you
replicate.
talking? You're coding?
No. Oh, yeah. Right. Yeah. Hold on. Let me put my pillow hands down. And I don't actually code.
You can type
Yeah.
with
So
your
I'm just
hand.
going to
So-
look busy.
You'll
Yeah.
know when we're coding because you'll
Yeah.
see us.
It's like
Oh,
that
there
hot
it goes.
teacher song
Yeah.
from the 80s.
We just roll our faces on the keyboard, and then a game happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I eat cheese and poop games.
So truthfully, I take half my paycheck and pay this Chinese guy. He codes for me.
The jig's up. We didn't. Now we know.
Oh man, the
Yeah.
jig is up.
You say that on TV?
He's
We
a great
didn't
guy.
No, but we have another person that we are working with here that does help us with our multiplayer stuff. He is also he's in the video. Actually, he's the guy who's like, hey, grab me a power line and I'll help you floss. That's Tim. He helps us a lot too. Yeah, yeah, that's him. So he's a good guy. He helped us get our first phase of multiplayer going, which was the in-room hangouts, which was designed to be more like an Animal Crossing experience where people just kind of get together, chill, look at each other's collections, and kind of that's Tim right there. We just ate him. So like this cool interactive bedroom where people can just hang out, look at your toys, enjoy the collection, talk about Blockbuster. How do you beat this level? Where do I find the costume pieces for the gorilla? That's always like the biggest question. And then the second phase is definitely co-op, a co-op game mode where people can engage each other inside of the levels and play with the people more and throw them at the fence and they burn and singe into a skeleton or a chicken leg or whatever. Yeah, it's gonna be super fun.
That's awesome.
You can skip the people
another
now.
interaction that we're working on too are skipping stones. You can skip the people over the water. That's gonna be a thing. So we're excited to show that off when the time comes. There's gonna be a plethora of stuff that we're excited to show off once we get co-op going, because we want to make it more engaging. Right now it's smash the city, smash cars, eat people, all that stuff, and all this other stuff would be super exciting too if you could do more, if there's more variety with the people. So we want players to make we want to make sure there's enough activity for the players to do while they're playing together and smashing the city, so they can enjoy themselves, have fun, make content, whatever it is they want to do.
Nice. That sounds awesome.
For
The
sure.
hangout thing is
Yeah, we're
really
really
cool.
excited.
When I was totally sold on the game, I wasn't even in the game yet. It's when you walk up, pick your character if you have some unlocked, but you pick that character up, and that character, the monster, comes down into the window, and it's just like, damn. And I just did it in the video, so that'll be a cool thing to look at. But
Awesome.
but yeah, I was like, I didn't even get into the city yet. I'm like, this is awesome.
I'm
We definitely want to
a
get the
big fan
monsters
of
in your
Jurassic
face.
Park, and
Yeah.
there's some influence there from that. So glad to hear you enjoyed it. And I guess curious, have you unlocked all of them? Have you seen all of their animations yet?
I have not yet, sadly, but I'm working on it.
No, no problem. But that's cool to know. And some of the more I think are the later on.
Sure.
Once you unlock them, I think like
My favorite.
gorilla.
Go ahead.
So
I was just saying, my favorite's the robot. Gorilla. I like the robot. Robot's pretty fun.
you got something to look forward to.
Yeah, you guys did a really cool job with you have the player space now, and you have like the shelves. You can see what the people have unlocked, and you can customize your monsters and paint them and stuff. I thought that was really cool. And you started out with that. With most games, kind of add that later on, so it's just kind of cool touch to see. So hearing you're adding co-op is even cooler. That's already a feature. So awesome.
Yeah, and
we're excited for that, and
I'm curious if you notice the color change to your costume in the bedroom, that actually it transfers to your monster when you're destroying the city too.
Yeah.
Awesome. Glad to know that you saw it. So cool. And sorry, Doug.
it's a little bit different. So no, it's cool. Like to go back to the bedroom for a little bit.
Yes.
The bedroom is supposed to. The bedroom's. Yeah.
That's usually where I lose her.
So the bedroom's supposed to.
She's like, is that my phone ringing? Sorry, I gotta go. Mom,
There's chicken in my trunk.
yeah.
Chicken in my trunk.
No, but I lost chicken in my trunk.
I gotta go.
Long story.
No,
Chicken in my trunk.
no.
That's from 2
but the-
episodes ago.
That's if I get past the hype. I'm like,
Yeah,
hey,
you guys missed
usually
it.
They're like,
Mike lost chicken in his trunk. He locked it in his trunk. It was this whole thing. All right, so the bedroom is supposed to represent like a monster mega movie fans
so
like
just to
ultimate
be just
collector's
to be,
lair.
I didn't put actual chickens in my trunk and leave them in there. I was at the grocery store.
no.
No, just their
It was for
rest.
the game.
I just want people to think like, what the hell is this? You know, I have a lot of free time when that Chinese guy is working. I have nothing to do, so
To see what happens when you put chicken in your trunk. That's a
yeah.
good experiment.
So that's why this podcast is late, because I locked my keys in the trunk with some chickens.
For those who don't follow us on Twitter and are watching or listening, this is our third try at doing this episode, so it's pretty awesome that we're all here finally. It's pretty
A long
amazing.
time coming.
Yeah, we're sorry.
It's
We're
still-
sorry
it is
about that.
awesome.
And then last week we were having technical difficulties,
Mm-hmm.
and this week everything's golden. So
Yeah.
it's great.
Just to be clear, those chickens had it coming. I think they were
I
common.
normally do. I've seen weirder things come out of a trunk, so you're good.
Okay.
How
So
many
the
drunks,
bedroom.
or what are you talking about?
Maybe we'll make a chicken. Maybe we should make a chicken kaiju actually, and he should like be half car. So maybe he was eating a car and he got stuck. So like his headpiece like is coming out of like the back of a trunk, and like he's wearing like a car like a cape or something. And maybe he's he's a fucking chicken, man. So I don't know.
I'd love that.
Anyway,
Or like a cake.
we get monster ideas every 48 hours. So.
And we do appreciate when
that was
anybody
the
like,
time
gives
mark
us
right
anything.
Imitate
If you guys have
absolutely,
monster
I do.
ideas,
Yeah,
let us
don't
know.
get me wrong with that. We love it.
Let
we
me
love
send you a
hearing
picture
ideas.
of
The
Wookiee's
idea, like-
mom.
Oh, jeez.
It's your mom too.
Oh yeah, never mind. She's awesome.
And she's dead, dude.
Oh my god.
Yeah. How about the spaghetti monster? A flying spaghetti monster?
Meatball tornado.
There you go.
Yeah.
Ultimate move. Yeah. Laser eyes, maybe. Maybe he's a noodle whip.
Noodle whip.
Parmesan
You know,
cheese.
he's got a noodle whip and Parmesan rain, shaky rain, shaky cheese
Parmesan
rain.
toast crunch or cinnamon toast man or whatever.
Parmesan toast.
Grating of
crunch.
the cheese. Maybe you just grate if it's a cheese monster, a spaghetti monster. Maybe he has to grate his arms, right? And he just sprinkles
Cheers.
cheese on the people, and
Just
they,
like
and then
Mama
they
used to
melt
make.
into acid. 'Cause it's
Parmesan
actually
with some
acid
toasted
cheese,
crunch on
Just
there.
just like Mom used to
Spicy
make
meatball.
Parmesan with some acid.
See that crunch?
That's a spicy meatballs flying spaghetti monster.
Back to the bedroom.
What were we? Yeah, back to the room.
Jeez.
No, but okay. So when we were concepting the game, we thought there's got to be more to it than just you're in a city and you're smashing stuff. That there should be another dimension to this. And Brent, myself, Jared, Michael, Amanda, even, and Mike. I think you have a couple things, or maybe you used to have maybe you were a baseball card guy, but we all were like collectors of some kind.
Chickens.
Brent has like chicken collector. Brent has like a museum of like retro toys and video games and like all this cool stuff. I have like a bunch of like Gundam stuff because I'm a huge nerd and I love it. Jared has like Transformers and Magic cards, and Michael was like he had every single video game that you could imagine, like just every physical copy. So like we'd be like, let's make a bedroom where we can like rack up a collection of cool stuff, and then that'll be like the bedroom, essentially. So it's supposed to represent like that mega movie fan in a way, the person that has their room with like the monster posters, the movie posters, the figures from the movie, the cool figures, anything and everything that's involved in it. And we wanted to bring that fandom to the game because we are part of that fandom, like physically, so why not bring it to the metaverse? We thought it would be
We still
cool.
have to include the crippling debt that comes along with it. So that's going to be in an update patch. So.
The crippling carnage points.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to get carnage points in our game, at least.
Life's hard enough. Just play Blockbuster so you can make a bunch of carnage points.
Get a lot of cool collectibles.
Yeah.
401k or Spider-Man issue 375.
Right.
That issue 375
Spider-Man
probably
issue
has a better appreciation value.
Maybe.
Yeah. And like the funny thing is too, like any collectible,
and unfortunately,
dude, wrong move, man. You should have done it. You should have put it in
Pog
Crazy
Slammers
Bones
specifically.
I thought it was Beanie Babies. Like, why didn't you?
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for my Spinja stock to climb back up.
One day.
Those are rad.
You guys don't have a yo-yo collection? That never took
Yo-yo?
on? No? I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. Anyway, we're live, aren't we? So we should keep talking. Not awkward.
Oh, yeah,
Sorry about
I
that.
do love the collection thing. It's a really neat idea because it is like I have Legos everywhere. I have crap from my childhood, so I have no more space, so I can't get any more stuff. Or so I'm, saying to myself. So it's cool to have digital things sometimes. Just go in there and look at it, and like, cool, and just know that you can look at it.
It's like your digital collection, like your extra bedroom. Exactly how you just mentioned it. Like that's kind of funny. That's cool that you mentioned it that way because it's an extra play space. It's an extra space for you to put your stuff. It's an extra place for you to look at your toys. If you don't have enough space for your stuff, well, now you have a whole other room.
Yeah, there's
It's cool.
Not to mention another game, but on what's that? The ROM loading game. Anyway, there's a game you can play. Emu VR. You are in a 90s kids room, and you can put TVs and every system and games and posters. Like, you can
the emulator.
It's so awesome. So like.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I'm hoping with
I've seen that.
Like the Quest 3, like with the AR stuff, like you could just I could scan my room and just put it in somewhere digitally and just like look at it. But
well, right now you can like even with the Quest 2, you're able to like
Thanks.
Yeah.
Sorry, Doug.
Yeah, we've no, you're good. It was cool that was mentioned, right? Because like. Make a VHS tape and replay it and watch it in your room or something. Like something cool like that, right? Yeah. But yeah,
I just love the idea of like people can make these giant fantasy rooms and like you're like meh, and then you see your actual room in there, like whoa, yeah.
Eyebrows up.
Holy shit! This is amazing. It's my room that I can see anytime I want.
Like you take the headset off.
Oh my god!
It's more exciting to see it in the headset than when you take it off and you're actually sitting.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you're not the first person I've heard that from. I just find it funny.
Yeah. But then you can, if you're in there, then you can walk out the door and go smash a city.
No,
that's true.
Exactly.
That's one of the best features of our game. You can go into a bedroom and then you can walk outside the door and go into a city and smash the city. Like that. Yeah.
How many cities have you gotten so far?
I think I'm up to the third one. That's as far as I've gotten.
The New York
Central,
one?
Yeah.
So you're in.
I really like the
Black
like
and
when
white.
the army starts attacking and you get to take them out.
Yeah, when the people stop caring about the people and they just try to kill the kaiju. Yeah. Are we sure we want to make it so like the mortars are blowing up the city? Yeah, we do. There's a giant monster attacking. What do you think the military would do?
Exactly.
Take it out.
Like
Take it out.
Picking up the plane or like the tanks or cars and throwing them at planes or the big ships that come in, and it's really fun. And then the power ups that the monsters have are really good.
Oh yeah, no, having fun with their powers was a good experience.
Yeah, we worked to
Sorry,
make
go
them
ahead. I
all
thought you were gonna
feel
say something.
unique. And no, I think we got a little bit of a delay. That's why, like, I keep talking and then you start, but you're like, it sounds like you're a little bit ahead of where so I'm sorry, Doug. I don't mean to keep talking over you. But
I felt like I was talking over you. Go ahead.
it's the way of podcasting, I would imagine. We've never done one of these before, so.
You're doing great.
But yeah, I mean, it's I mean, I guess which one for you guys? Who's your favorite power? I would say mine. I like ultraviolet. You actually get to fly as the butterfly character and kind of unleash a gust of wind in the form of a tornado. You haven't made it there yet, but
No,
just a
sounds awesome.
spoiler. I guess I should have said spoiler warning first, but yeah. So that would be
I'm out.
mine. Oh, you guys have.
It's a toss up between the gorilla, gorilla, or Machine of Mayhem. It's a hard one because this guy has like a Kamehameha wave almost power, and then this bad boy's got like a rocket fist that explodes, or you can grab stuff with, and you can just launch them like individually too. So you can do dual explosions if you wanted to. It's super fun. And then Clawtastrophe. I like them all, guys. This is a hard. I like them all. This guy, like, this is a cool power too because like it simulates water, and it's as if like a tsunami's coming through and like washing away the whole city. Like, so this one's really cool because it simulates it really well. Richter scale. He's the classic fire breath, like, and that works, like a jet, like just an energy blast, just blah, 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 right? Ultraviolet, just how Brent explained it, it's a big torrent, it's a huge tornado, and it takes out everything in its path for like a good distance too. So everything's pretty devastating, and everything kind of has a function for the most part. Like Gorilla, for example, he's a long range guy, and he's actually he's probably our only long range attacker. So he's pretty usable on certain boss fights, while you can't use certain attacks on boss fights just because of like how far away you are from them. You can use, like, that's the thing, the abilities are advantageous to some of these boss fights, and I'm not giving away a spoiler, but this one has a really good advantage for some boss fights. Butterfly. So a lot of thought went into it. We had a lot of fun doing it, and we're glad you guys like them because we try to make it diverse, so it wasn't the same thing over and over. We definitely wanted it to be destructive, but how do we make it destructive by not making it be the same?
Right.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
No.
That was great.
Yeah,
I talk fast.
And you went through them all.
He's very passionate.
Did you give your
about it, right?
favorite?
Because I like them all. I love
that's
them.
good.
Like, they're all these powers are so cool, man. Like,
You don't want to hear like
so
the
cool.
guy who made the game, like, yeah, this is
It's all right. No, I don't mean. I mean it though. Like this one, I love doing this. Like, of course I feel like a kid. Like, right? Like, come on, it's so cool. I love doing it. Anyway. That's the other part of our game. It's that wish fulfillment, right? You guys are like saying, like, I'm a 40-year-old guy, and it reminds me of Rampage, and it puts me in the driver's seat of that feeling, right? Like, it does. It does feel like that. It gives you that wish fulfillment of being the monster because you're pretending you're a kid or you're a person in a monster suit. Like just destroying the cardboard town. That's the feeling that we're trying to go for. That's what we tried to present. So. Thank you.
That's awesome. Because I, as a kid, I never got to set up that cardboard town and destroy it. It just never happened.
Dude,
for
let me
me.
tell you
So
something.
This
We did that
works.
for real to like make some like ads. Part of like our marketing. So Brent and I like spent an entire summer getting together, getting boxes from, just getting boxes and putting them together and spray painting them to look like buildings. It took a long time to do because we couldn't do it every day because we were busy, helping make this game. And so afterwards, we got a big inflatable gorilla costume, a big monster costume, and then a big shark monster costume. And we started we busted out our drones and our cameras, and we're okay, we're gonna make some cool stuff. And these box buildings are gonna be the butt of the joke, So I'm for example, I'm wearing this monkey costume, and we bought a kite. Right, so I'm frolicking around in my front yard with this kite, not paying attention, and there's blocks set up somewhere randomly off to the side, right? So and then I just stumble over them, right? Yeah. So in terms of having to set up physical boxes and doing that, it's a lot of work. That's what I was trying to say.
I mean,
we don't suggest it.
I'm only
I'm
only 3 or 4 hours away, man. If you ever need help,
Walmart actually does that for you. They set up all these Coke can things. You just go in there yeah.
I usually go.
So you probably get.
I usually go for toilet paper.
You're not my mom.
You're not my mom.
Yeah, you gotta be the whole kid experience.
That should be a line. We need to put. You're not my mom. Why isn't that in there?
We can always add more lines.
We can always add more. We can always add more lines. And you guys have any suggestions, for anything, let us know.
I think we need to add I left the chicken in my trunk. And
I left the chicken in my trunk.
You will now get a list from Wookie and I of lines. You probably won't want them, but you'll get them.
Keep it team.
Yeah, send them our way. That's awesome.
Yeah, fun story. We were actually at E for about a week. And then I got an email from Standards and Practices, and they're like, your game's a lot more up close and personal than we thought it was. So you're getting a T rating. And I go, oh, but it's okay.
It was a voice message.
It was a voice message. No, it wasn't a voice. I'm just paraphrasing.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm sorry. I'm not mocking anybody. I'm not trying to make anybody upset. I'm just spewing facts.
No, you're fine.
Putting a voice to the attitude.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm okay. I didn't think it was that violent.
Read the message. I do that all the time. If I get a message I don't like, that's I'm like, yeah, that's because it's obviously how this person talks.
I think you guys are getting a little more violent than it should be.
Exactly. Your rent's for 3 months past due. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Okay,
this
Obama.
Anyway,
shut up, Mom.
Chicken in the trunk. So
I hope this doesn't get too crazy and people start sending me chicken stuff because I'm not into chicken.
Just chicken breast. It's chicken breast, guys. It's just a pack of chicken breast at the grocery store.
Does this look like a face who likes chicken?
Mike really likes breast. That's all he wants.
Yeah,
I like chicken.
They're hard to get though, because I look like the embodiment of disappointment. So, ladies, if that's your thing.
Mike, you're a great guy.
If you're into
this
being disappointed, I will rock your world, baby.
I mean, look at his face. Come on.
He's running away from a giant monster here.
It's a great beard.
That shows how emotional he is.
Yeah.
He's one.
Yeah. That's actually the look of the lady's face when I say hi to her.
They scream and then you scream
Exactly.
I'm sorry.
What they don't know is that this is the hero of the game. He wins the day.
This is the only character, because this is the one I did. This is the only character that actually looks like he's upset that he's about to get eaten. The rest of them all have smiles. They're like, yeah.
That's so true.
This is not a Tuesday.
That's so true.
Yeah.
Cracking jokes.
I'm screaming. My guy over here.
No, ladies, this is the face he makes when you berate
Yeah,
yourself
are you screaming?
unnecessarily.
Yeah, but you're
No,
happy
that's like a
screaming, you're
yell.
yes.
That's like you're at a wedding and they just played like "Shake It Off" by Taylor Swift. Like you're happy about that.
yeah. That's my song.
I don't know that song. Could you sing it for us? I need a sample now.
But yeah,
I remember telling that to a man. I'm like, why are they all so happy?
because we told her to make him happy.
Oh, did
No,
you?
we did. I mean, no, I remember specifically picking out like this stupid little grin. I'm like, I want my guy to smile like that.
Coming next in the big update, new facial animations.
That'd be kind of funny. You know, they just kind of like
You'll see the fear.
it's a part of the Quest 3 expansion.
New update, frowns.
Yeah, part of the Quest 3 expansion is to implement a smelling feature, so that you can smell the fear on the people.
You could smell them shitting
Yeah.
themselves.
We just in terms of stuff and features and stuff, we just did an update that involved difficulty settings. You know, we thought about, you know, what did we want hard mode to be, and you know, we thought like, do we take off auto aim, right? How would you feel if we removed the auto aim in the game? Do you think it would be much more difficult?
Or the aim
Because we-
assist.
It's usually my
yes.
first
Yeah, the
recommendation
aim
for every
assist.
game.
Excuse me, the aim assist. Yeah, we didn't have that at first. We would always play it without aim assist. And now we're
For
spoiled.
quite a long time, honestly, right,
Yeah,
Doug? I mean,
for
for like the
at least
first
2
2
years.
years of production, yeah, there was no aim assist in the game, and we were all
Nice.
proficient at it. We could beat it, no problem. But then we started getting testers in, and they would take like an hour to get through, like just the first level, and yeah, it came very apparent very quickly, and it was needed, but.
I'm an options
It is
guy.
something
I
we've
always like
discussed.
the more options,
More options, the better.
the
Yeah.
better for the player. But for a hard
Regardless of
mode,
what they
for
are.
me, you'd have to turn all the people into like animals because I wouldn't want to hurt any animals. People, I don't care. Then fuck it. But I couldn't pick up a puppy and throw them, or eat them. I just couldn't do it. So I'd
Thank
have
you
to
for letting me
really
know
get
that.
creative.
Thank you for letting us know that. We, that was
yeah.
definitely thrown in as an idea. Like, what do we want to put animals in here? We were gonna do a zoo at one point.
I would be like gorilla, and I'd be protecting the dog and cat and stuff. I'd be like beating up tanks and shit. Leave the dog alone.
Protect the dog.
Stay away
I'd
from
lose
them.
the game.
Yeah, leave them alone.
He's just misunderstood.
You go to pet it and then you knock it out on accident. It's because you touched. Just because
Oh,
when you
no.
touch a human in our game, just by default, they just get knocked out.
Yeah.
Got big
I get-
hands, What can
Yeah.
you do?
Matt, we were playing Warcraft a few months ago a little bit, and I was doing the paladin stuff, and they have like a AoE damage thing on the ground they always use. I'm sitting there like putting that thing down on the ground, and little bunny critters and stuff are running into it, and you hear them going like, "Man!" They die, and I'm like, "No!" Like, fuck, no, I'm a murderer. It's like getting killed. Yeah, I'm getting killed by monsters because I'm trying to run away from the bunnies. They like go over here and put it down. I'm getting like
Was that
mobbed by-
is that consecrate?
I
you a
think
prop-
so.
are you a
It's kind of
prop
like
paladin?
thing on the ground.
Are you a prop pally?
I don't know.
Were you playing? Did you say
Paladin, I
Warcraft
just
or
put it-
World of Warcraft? Excuse me.
Yeah.
Oh,
World of
okay. Yeah.
Warcraft, sorry.
Okay.
But then like I don't know the classes that well anymore. I just used to do druid.
Oh, cool.
So I was like,
Alright.
I'm a paladin, and nowadays you level so quick. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm a max level paladin, and I don't know my class at all.
Yeah, I spent a lot of my years playing World of Warcraft back in the day. I played a little bit of this new expansion, the Dragonflight one, and it was really cool. I really like how they did the flying. That was fun.
I tinker
Yeah.
with it, yeah.
Cool stuff.
But I don't like killing the
No, I don't.
critters.
I don't mess with
That's
critters.
disappointing.
No, just
Mm.
alliance scum.
Not the bunnies.
It's usually when I used to flag
Well,
for
it's good to
PvP,
know. We
someone
won't
would kill a
add any
critter for no
dogs
reason.
back
I'd be like,
I like Hello Kitty Island Adventure.
just make him invincible. So,
I don't
see,
play
I'm gonna go
Warcraft.
play more of this game.
I don't play World of Warcraft.
Out.
Awesome.
Uh-oh.
So how did
Controller battery's
so
low.
again, you guys' first game, how did launch go? Because I know, like you said, you've been doing updates and getting player feedback on stuff, but you know, I can't even imagine. Like we talked to a lot of devs, and I can't even imagine, especially the first time you're like, "Here's our thing." Love
Behold my stuff.
Oh yeah,
And
no,
just-
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So did it meet your expectations, or is Brent kind of crying at night still, or is it going okay?
I'm surprised we even launched. To be
Luckily,
honest. Like,
you know, I'll start with at least the crying part. I don't think we have cried, so I think that's good.
Yeah, we've
Good.
avoided that.
oh, the
Um,
Chinese guy cries all
Sorry,
the
Mike.
time.
What were you saying?
I'm like,
Ah,
stop
well,
paying
we
you
just
if you
found
keep
out
crying.
about him. We didn't
Yeah.
know.
no, it was
But
it was pretty intense, man. I haven't slept in like 3 years.
it was developing
That's,
the game.
average.
Developing the game was a result of a lot of sleepless nights. Getting it to where it was, took great effort between the entire team.
Mhm.
Like a
Especially when you
huge
don't know what
effort.
you're doing.
Yeah, we're figuring things out as we go.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened, and we
Exactly.
managed to pull it off.
along with like
we-
everybody in the industry figuring things out, right? I mean,
Exactly.
Mike had to not only, just figure it out on his own. There weren't very many, places to reference or get information about things because it is also new. So, just to throw
Yeah.
that in there, because
yeah, we met some good people that helped us along
that
the
was
way.
a big part
yeah.
of it.
Yeah.
That's
Writing the
a
book as
very-
you
We
go.
probably
a little bit.
probably
story
redid
of
the game
devs.
4 times because I would do something and then be like, oh,
Hey, if that's a
could do
typical
this way
story for
better, or-
devs, then that's a good thing because we just gave them a typical story, and that's typically what happened.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened. We jumped into the deep end. We jumped into the deep end, and Blockbuster became something a little bit bigger than we originally intended. So this is really cool to see this.
And we,
unfold.
initially, Doug, we were aiming for the side quest, and then we were lucky enough to kind of bypass that through some of our relations that we've made, and that was a big thing that we were able to just kind of go to the quest, and it it made it a little bit scarier because we didn't really have, outside of the core team of us, a large player base kind of giving us much feedback at all before we went live that day. So
and that's why the side quest is
think
valuable.
we all were.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So I'm sure you guys are on our Discord, so you're aware. Like we're building our community as we go. We're building it every day, and we're trying to put ourselves out there and be communicative between us and the player base, letting everybody know what our intentions are, being honest and truthful, and delivering what we're going to deliver, delivering what we say we're going to deliver. So that's our post launch. That's the strategy right there, is getting people to understand that we're here to play ball. We want to play ball, and we want to keep producing games, and especially content for Blockbuster, because there's so much to do with it still. So we're still we're excited
for
and we're
the
happy with
non-sports
it.
enthusiast, playing ball means
because I used playing ball.
Stepping up to the plate and
I
delivering.
just want just in case we have the audience there,
Gotta
they're
cover
like,
all
what does that
bases.
even mean? Yeah,
Sorry,
exactly.
guys. Yeah,
I don't.
You're
I don't
using
follow the
these.
sports.
I don't mean
ball scores.
to talk in corporate lingo. Excuse me.
It's these Japanese proverbs like rain comes off like flowing water, which actually means we're trying to make it.
It's all downhill from here. Anyway,
I don't think that's one you want to use. That's not a-
but no, as far as like launch strategy and marketing, sorry, did you say something? I'm sorry. Never mind.
This
As
is
far as-
exactly how our in meetings go. Jesus.
It really is, yeah. I'm sorry. Did you say something? No, I didn't. Go ahead, man. Oh, okay. and then there's a long pause, and then like someone will say something,
So,
but then like, yeah, no, it's okay. It doesn't actually happen. That doesn't actually happen like that. What was I saying about the launch and marketing and all that? Okay, yeah. So yeah,
Well, I mean, we
def-
could talk about the reception a little bit, Doug. You know,
Oh, yeah.
like they asked about how that first day went, but you know, overall, we are really happy, you know, with the way people are receiving the game. You know, it's fun to hear people say that they feel like it brings back the feelings of, you know, Rampage or those older kaiju games, and you know, it's refreshing to read because that's something that we hoped would happen, and you never know. Definitely. And for the most part, we've got a lot of people that are really excited to be monsters, so you know, that's cool. It's cool to introduce these characters again that we don't know if people will take to, but so far people seem to like them all on their individual levels, and you know, we appreciate that. So the first day was scary because you only get like 2 or 3 ratings, and you know, they may be at different levels, and they were, admittedly.
yeah.
But you know,
That first day was a little over
over time. Yeah,
but it evened out.
We've gotten an
but
awesome
over time,
reception.
people have really,
But like those first, I would say those
since,
first,
yeah.
So, and it is super stressful. You work on something for 3 years, and then you're like, oh, geez, you have no idea if it's any good or not, right? Because
Nope. You're in your little bubble and you don't know.
Yeah.
I think
You know,
I asked that a few times throughout development. Is this any good? I don't.
I mean, you probably asked it every other day in your own head, right? I'm sure we all did. Like,
So, my mom likes it, but I don't know.
My cat gives me this disdain.
She's not gonna like it.
Exactly. She's like, this macaroni is the best.
It'd be cool if, just because Wookie and I are brothers, if when you add co-op and all that, if I could pick him up and just throw him into buildings, that'd be sweet. Get another childhood dream.
We're wondering then, if that were the case, would you
Always
want
wanted-
to? Oh, go ahead. You always wanted to what?
No,
that were the
sorry.
case,
I was just
if
saying,
you were to
I've
get
always
picked up
wanted
and
to body slam
thrown-
my brother.
Well, yeah, right. Wookie, if you were to get body slam, or if you were to get picked up and thrown, would you want that to be fed in the headset then, so you could see everything like in real time? As you like, yeah. Damn, that's a big ask, man. We'll see what we can do.
Either that or like, you know, an option. If that's going to make someone hurl, they'd probably want to go in like something like a third person. You just see your body go flying, and then
The third person seems a little bit more reasonable. Yeah.
I myself would
Um,
rather see my face go smashing through windows and stuff.
That'd be pretty sweet.
So you're ready for that.
I would try it.
Strap a monster to a rocket and send him
Okay.
up the moon.
There you go.
That's not going to be in there.
I haven't had a twinge of VR anything for a long time, so yeah, I'm up for trying it. I do like the weird stuff like this. I could do this for hours and it wouldn't even affect me. Like,
You got a superpower then.
That was definitely a thing, because when we actually started, like, everyone was saying no smooth movement. Smooth movement's a huge no. So we designed the whole game over
When we first started
teleportation.
developing.
yeah, it's not.
Because we started
accurate.
developing in the Quest 1 days, and if your game had smooth movement in during like Quest 1, like you were like you were like an outlier in like a big game. It was a big game. If you used a big game if you had smooth movement.
But yeah,
so
all
it was just
of
something.
Optimus forums are like, do not use smooth movement and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And then the
it's-
day of launch,
it's-
we're like, where's the
See-
smooth movement? We're like, oh no.
Yeah. That's as a player, like, again, options guy, but like in this day you have to have all of that just because you don't know. I mean, snap turning is the only thing that kind of, if I use it, I get my head will I'll get a headache, which doesn't really happen other than that.
Interesting.
So it's just weird how it affects people. So you just kind of have to have all of it, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, definitely.
No, yeah,
Otherwise
no,
you're
it's
gonna get yelled
understandable,
at.
man.
Yeah.
People, totally understandable that people like their options and they want to have like they want to be able to play their games to their liking. That's understandable.
And,
At the time of development, though,
and
it
that
just
was
wasn't a standard
definitely-
thing.
Yeah, and that was definitely a product
that's,
of
VR
us
is
being a
new and
smaller
everything.
group of people. We have an echo chamber when
Yep.
we were testing, and it worked for us. But once you go to the masses, it's a whole different, as Doug said, ball game. So,
What?
Place where you stand for 9 paces, and you wait for a ball to come into the two outfield, and you catch it and throw it back.
Yeah.
You lost me.
It's American, I think.
And I
So,
think that's
Yeah.
one of the points, like, not just meta, but everyone involved has dropped. Like, VR should now at this point have a list of standards. I mean, I have a list of mine that I'll happily share with every developer we talk to, but just to help that out, because things really change while you're developing a game for 3 years, like quickly, especially right now with all the headsets coming out, and then the Quest came out of nowhere, and so they should really help you developers, like, here's how things are changing, here's what's really you should have in your game, like left-handed mode, and options for people with other issues and all that
Absolutely.
stuff. So colorblind mode and all that fun. If you don't have those things, or you don't know anyone, like, you wouldn't know, and you wouldn't even think about it. So
and they do provide
accessibility
guidance, but some of that would definitely be helpful for sure to be more up to date. It's hard though, like you said. I mean, VR is just evolving so quickly. It's hard to keep it up relevant.
Because when you guys mentioned smooth turning, I'm like, oh yeah.
Well, then good. I'm glad we can
That was our
satisfy
first
that
update,
one.
actually.
It was. Yeah, it was a bunch of quality of life stuff. So
well,
we're going to continue with that. Yeah, if you have anything to share with us, obviously, like we keep saying it, and we mean it too. We love it when we get suggestions, because it's what people want, and if people want it, like, of course we're going to give it to them. Yeah.
And more people will be apt to join
Absolutely.
Step on some shit.
Exactly.
That was the thing. So yeah, speaking of stepping on shit, right? That's what we thought. That's why we thought teleportation wouldn't be seen like as bad a little bit. We because we liked it so much. Like, we thought, like, you're gonna step on people. Like, this is cool. Like, we're using movement. We're using this for something, and it can be used for stepping on people. But you also need people to eat, so you can gain in size and you don't die. But the fact that you can step on them was also like part of the difficulty of the game, because like you could accidentally step on somebody, you miss out on an opportunity to eat them, your heart's pounding because you're dying, and then you die. We definitely wanted Blockbuster to be kind of difficult. So it wasn't, so it wasn't just this casual experience of just, coming into a city and just smashing it, which free play does give you that, but like, if you're not looking for a free play experience, like that's what the main story is for, or the single player, I should say. It's fast paced. It's it's intense. It gets you going. So that's that's what we wanted to kind of replicate.
I think you guys nailed it. It's a lot of fun when, like the army, military, whatever you want to call them, come the tanks and the planes.
I love
you're not really sure where you're getting hit from, and you're like trying to figure it out on the fly. And it definitely gets your heart.
The parachuter guys are my favorite, because you can just walk up to them and just punch them out of the sky, and they just got like a dull thud. Good times. Good times with kaiju.
Now, I like throwing building parts at them and see if I can hit them.
That's a good one too. In our future update with the heads exploding, you'll be able to use those projectile heads as pew. Oh. Yeah. So get ready.
Excited.
Yeah.
I gotta plug my headset in. It's getting low.
That's all right. You know, this game was pretty much developed entirely like remotely. We were in an office for probably the first couple months of development. Yeah, probably 3-4 months, and then went home. And we've been there since. So yeah, we're all remote. Michael moved to
So there
Oklahoma. He, yeah. So we're all across the world now. By world I mean the United States.
Central time zone.
Nice.
Central time zone. We have some people in California too, and New York. Tim's in New York, and then we have Darren and Elizabeth who help us with our marketing, PR, game design, and business development as well. So they're there in California, and they contribute to the team as well. And their figures are also in the game as well, but I don't think they're shown in the trailer. If you know Darren because his guy is with the green hat with the beer bottle in his hand. And Elizabeth's the lady with
I know Darren.
And Elizabeth's the lady with the big red hair in the game, the big like red bob haircut and the glasses. Awesome. So yeah, those are them, and yeah, they were definitely a big help in getting Blockbuster to where it was today too. So yeah,
Nice.
Key players on the team, everybody here. Plus him. And yeah, if you ever die in the game, they're
on the
there
table.
Yeah. But cool. Yeah, sorry, I don't mean to be awkward. I'm pretty awkward, guys. I'm sorry.
I love just giving Doug dead silence sometimes because he gets really anxious. Especially when he says a joke. It's great. He'll be like, and wrecked him, damn near killed him. And I'll just not say a thing. And he's just like,
I wish I had a crickets button.
No.
Just like a hook, like pull him off. Like, all right, he's done. Get him off the stage. Yeah.
Oh, that's where you're gonna be like, is this thing hot?
Yeah. So,
Well, is there anything you guys wanted to talk about we didn't get to before?
how about?
We're going past an hour. Not that we care, but I don't want to hold you hostage either.
I'd like to ask you guys, monster. Like, what kind of monster ideas would you guys like to see? If any, or cities, or just anything in general. I know we kind of shared a little bit, but we always like talking ideas. So.
We got this gentleman here. I like crabs.
Okay.
Like as a critter animal.
Cool.
So he's kind of that. So
like.
So I don't know.
So
if
like
that's
more of
gonna
a
help out.
crustacean, more crustaceans of some kind. Okay.
What about like meat wad from Aqua Teen Hunger? Like a big ball of meat rolling up. Oh, sneller. For now.
Well, I don't know. We're gonna be able to put Meatwad in the game, but we can try.
Something close, just rolling around and wrecking people up.
Yeah, it'd be kind of funny. Yeah, like a rolling monster, right? They just like kind of snowball into people in blocks, and then you just like push it forward. Maybe
by running people over, you'd like absorb them differently. That'd be like a different type of character. You didn't have to worry about stepping on them, but you couldn't grab them to eat them. You have to knock them out of the building.
Should we make it so the player like physically rolls?
Yeah, you gotta
and then
wheel around and then not throw up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you physically have to roll in your space.
There's a game.
That's how you move.
There's a game that does rolling. You can play Skyrim VR, and they do. There's a mod for the rolling. So it's not like in third person. They just do it in VR, and the camera just stays forward, and you kind of just see like the leg tumble forward, and then you just move. Yeah. Could be done.
Can I see my loincloth as it rolls?
Maybe. Just maybe.
I'm flossing.
But yeah, if you're adding co-op, the idea of co-op powers or attacks, or even like not necessarily mini games, but like if I don't know how many people you could have on a screen, but if there's just like hundreds of people and you're just seeing who could like eat or smash the most, type of the game, like maybe a special level or something.
Categories of killing. Who
break
can
up
step in the most? Who can eat the most? Who can skip the most? Can I ride
Yeah.
on PJ's shoulders? So I have like I'm the gunman in the car, and he's driving the car, but he's really just on my shoulders or whatever, or tag teaming him.
Okay. Cool.
Those aren't real suggestions.
Are we writing this down?
No.
We got to get a pen and paper. I don't know. Do you guys have one in here?
Hold on, dude. Those are definitely written down. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Those are
Have a
Yeah.
recording you can have.
Oh yeah, we'll grab the video. We're good.
The combo attacks. The combo attacks are a fun
like-
idea. I like the combo attacks. Those are cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to pick up Wookiee, throw him at the battleship, and then he's just on the battleship like punching it. Like,
I can't get back. I got to jump in a cannon and get shot
Yeah.
back or something.
You gotta jump in a cannon and get shot back at your smallest size.
I have to grab like 4 of the airplanes and like have them carry me back.
Oh yeah. How do you guys like the growing and shrinking? What do you think of?
I dig
Yeah.
It only happens when it's cold out. I mean,
Yeah,
what are you talking about?
Well, we haven't. How do you know we have not put in our winter level yet?
I mean, I'll
for
tell you
your
about,
permanent.
about my growing and shrinking. I mean, you know, it shrinks when it should and it doesn't when it shouldn't. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's cold outside.
No, but I do like, you know, you eat the more people you eat, you grow and keep your health up, and then it's a nice, very subtle, like kind of
Like
growth.
just like a.
Yeah. Because actually, I didn't really notice it until like the second or third time I played, like in the level. I was like, oh,
That happens
I
when you
get
get
it.
to
Oh,
40,
getting
I
big.
understand.
Nice
Stand
one.
back, baby.
Starts to become more subtle.
Cool.
Here's an idea
Crickets.
for PJ's crab monster. Your hands could
We
be
should put like one of those soundboards in here.
the eyeballs of like a crab monster's like eye stalks.
Okay.
And then you'd like have a split screen and you just like your hands would be the cameras, really make PJ throw up.
Oh, dude. Like they were guided missiles almost, and you kind of like use your joysticks to like kind of
Yeah.
fly around the level, kind of, and just like take out a.
It was
That'd
like
be cool.
it was a really old school, I don't know if it's Bugs Bunny cartoon or what, but it was like it went to split screen where this guy runs like to one side of his eyeball and then he runs back, and like each split screen side of your screen he was like closer on one side and farther away on the other, and he just kept running back and forth. You just have each one as a camera and it's like split screen camera, make PJ throw up. Be like,
Oh, yeah, you
guys,
gotta
specifically
you're
for PJ.
No.
looking in 2 different windows looking for people to eat.
I don't know. That might
Are they
be a pretty good sell, Brian. Like this is the game that makes you throw up after 10 minutes of playing.
It's like
At least
New
get them
Game
playing for 10
Plus.
minutes.
You unlock that character or that monster after New Game Plus. You beat the whole game, and it's like, okay, try to keep your cookies down. It's an achievement of its own.
We should add a cookie. I want to do like one of the collectibles that I want, like that I'm thinking like should be like, you know, like you're seeing like a themed box of cereal or like Monster Energy, but it's got like, you know, like some stupid thing on it, right? So like it'd be funny if they were like, you know, Kaiju O's, like collect all the boxes and then you put those on your shelves.
All the different parts.
Yeah, I'll
You can
collect
do a
all the different
crossover with Doritos, so every NPC is just eating a bag, like out of a bag of Doritos as you're picking them up. They're just like a bunch of Doritos.
boxes.
No, that'd be
Like,
cool. Like
whatever.
a cool mechanic. Like if you beat a level, you get a box of cereal and you gotta like reach your hand inside, get the prize, and
And
it's
get
like
the
a different
toy.
style car.
Oh, that'd be
And that
awesome.
car is now in the game.
Damn.
You have to pay PJ. That was a pretty good one.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one, PJ.
Just throw me in the credits. That's all you need. That's cool.
Brent, he's coming. He's coming for you, Brent. I'm just kidding. That's a good,
Thank you,
that's a good
PJ.
suggestion.
Alfredo Crunch, right?
Alfredo Crunch.
Alfredo Crunch?
Alfredo Crunch.
Now with chicken.
Now with chicken in the trunk.
No, it's Trunkables. It's like
The
Lunchables
Trunkables.
you left in your trunk.
That's what
Trunkables.
monsters use. That's literally what monsters use to dunk their little cheese sticks in, like Trunkables, right? Instead of Dunkables, like it's fucking Trunkables
Cheese dogs
because
with
like they
that,
need something that big.
Cardboard wafer stick.
Dude, Trunkables would be hilarious.
Yeah.
You just squeeze a car.
Pop it
and the
open.
trunk
Pop
pops open.
the trunk open. What do we got? Chocolate, cheese, jelly. What do we got? Dip a human in there, eat it. Dude, that should be a co-op mechanic. Trunkables.
You need an ice cream truck to drive through with that noise, and then you can.
Oh, I want an
pick
ice
up
cream
a
truck so bad,
person.
you guys. You have no idea how badly I want an ice cream truck in this damn game. You have no idea.
You have to
I
like
want an ice
chase
cream
it
truck
around.
so
It's like
bad.
it's like a loot goblin in some other games. Oh shit! And you gotta like chase it around. And you need $1. You can't kill it. You need $1. Like
No, that's when we put in the Loch Ness monster.
Here's Carnage
Monster.
Point.
There's always some fat kid running after it. Like, please.
that kid's got all the money, and you're like, you get up to it and you don't have $1.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you have the Häagen-Dazs?
So
I just want some chocolate, please.
Do has the Sonic stick?
yeah. So his eyes are always like this. 'Cause
No, but
What do you mean you're out of vanilla? Anyway, I'm out. I'm done. No more jokes for me. Man, he's a
you
big
guys
boy.
really made me want ice cream.
I have a whole freezer full of ice cream. I have like
don't
the
trust you.
strawberry.
in your trunk?
No, not like that. I got like ice cream sandwiches and stuff, guys. It's all good.
Nice.
Are you trying to lure us to your basement, or what is this?
No, it's in my kitchen, not in my basement. You don't want to go in my basement. There's
What?
some chained up dude in there. You don't want to see him. It's bad. I
Is
don't
that
know
one
how
of
he
the
got there.
programmers?
That's actually the Chinese guy Mike was referring to.
No.
No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, no, I don't want to leave it on that note.
Yeah.
yeah. So anyway, we'll buy Blockbuster.
I think you
Buy
should
Blockbuster to
I
support
think
your
you should
local
put a
basement
Blockbuster
dweller.
in there. You can step on, yeah, and then just like taunt them, like we said one of those other times. Just smash a Blockbuster building, make that part of like a weird trailer, and post it on their Twitter, and be like, "What's up? What you gonna do? We just stepped on you.
What's up?
What's up, Nuggets?" Just, I'm sure they'd have a joke.
It's funny.
Who rents who now?
That is a decent idea.
I probably have like a couple late fees, but we're not going to get into that.
Somebody, he did. I know a friend of mine. They had so many late. This is ages ago. They had so many late fees that the Blockbuster gave them like a platinum member card. So you didn't have late fees because they were literally paying like a month's rent every month for fucking late fees. Like, why don't you just return those? And they just, I'm too lazy. Like, don't rent more.
Can't you just
until
buy
you
the
pick 'em
buy
with
the
you.
video at that point? I thought they give you the
I don't know,
option,
like,
like just buy the
those-
video.
Those rental copies are like it's
This was early on.
but it's
Are
this
they?
was like, yeah, they were paying like hundreds of dollars a month in late fees. It's like, guys, it's snack money. I'm not exaggerating. It sounds weird, but like they literally got, like a platinum membership cards because people felt bad, and they're like, no, you don't have to pay any late fees. Like, Jesus.
And now they're out of business, so
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Wait.
put him out of business. That's what
they were
happened.
literally he was literally funding the whole
That
project.
one customer keeping them afloat. I'm keeping your lights
Once
on.
again, platinum. That was it.
Who gave him platinum?
Yeah. Ooh, we definitely covered a range of topics. Anything lingering? I don't know. Brent,
Did we get all the topics that we wanted to talk about? I think so. I think so.
co-op coming. You got
There's a lot of
people across the pond.
We didn't mention there's a lot of objectives in the game too. I mean, just every level has at least 10 objectives, all that stuff. I mean, I don't know, just saying stuff. Yeah, I know, just saying stuff. Go ahead.
No, I mean, I think that, we got through a lot of it. The one we did talk collectibles earlier. The one thing we didn't say, in the last update, we did add posters. So those are part of the collectible kind of array now. So you can decorate your walls a little bit more. definitely helps to fill in the room itself. So, and that's some of the stuff we'll be continuing to do outside of co-op. Obviously, we're just trying to flesh out the environment and the world of the game. A lot of the stuff is stuff we've wanted to have in there, and we finally now have the time to add, and we think it's expanding it, slowly but surely. So there's obviously the big things like we're talking about with co-op and the people and all of that stuff, but there will be smaller tweaks and additions along the way too. And a lot of that is related to the collectibles and things like that.
Could be a Pirates of the Caribbean movie poster collectible.
We could maybe do one.
Featuring
I'm glad you guys
Catastrophe.
are like adding. Nice.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're adding so much stuff to it. And I'd rather, well, then this is just me, my personal opinion, but I'd rather see that than, because I know you're probably getting asked a lot of questions like, hey, are you coming to PC or PSVR 2? Or, I know how much work that is on top of everything else. So I don't know if you guys have plans for that or not, but I'm glad to see you adding to the game and keeping it going and just, keeping it, because updates, everyone likes updates, and it brings the game back into the spotlight and gets more eyes on it. So that's really good to add to it.
I would like to see a version for the 3DS.
We'd like that too.
We're actually we are releasing a version for the GameCube later this month.
I just found my GameCube in the closet. Bring it on.
You can't say stuff like that now, though. I think like yesterday they announced McDonald's released a Game Boy game,
like a Game Boy game,
an actual Game Boy game. So yeah, you never know now. I guess these days. I guess it was a ROM, but you could play it on.
We're not releasing a GameCube version of the game. We're sorry, everybody.
Wait,
but we're not doing it. No,
dude, you just lied to me.
I'm sorry.
Man, I wish you.
We would like Blockbuster to be, in other places outside of the Quest someday. So, we can't say more than that, but I would say that would be something that we would like, right, Doug?
Yeah, and
not the GameCube, not the GameCube, but other.
Not the GameCube, unfortunately.
Yeah.
The N64. Like a smaller.
That would be where I would definitely want it to go, is the N64 if I could choose, but.
The Dreamcast?
That'd be fun. But yeah.
Awesome.
Well, guys, I appreciate your time. The third time.
Third time's the charm. We finally did it.
It's like a guest that's been at your house too long. You're like, well.
For those of you that are really interested, you go into the closet, in the bedroom in Blockbuster. There's a radio you can turn on. You can hear the previous 2 talks we had that didn't really happen. So Easter egg.
Make sure radio expansion set from VR Verdict podcast.
We will say, actually, you brought up the closet. It's never really been referenced anywhere else, but there's a lot of little fun Easter eggs in there from our artist Amanda, that she put some time into, like some of the games and some of the stuff that you might just kind of overlook in the background. So I would definitely suggest
walk around,
checking that out for anybody who has the game. And too, before we go, we should also just say, we acknowledged everybody at the table, but it is everybody on the team. It was definitely a team effort to get Blockbuster out there. So we're representing it right now, but just thanks to all these guys too. And, they were.
And Matt, we didn't mention Matt.
Everybody on the team is a big part of the game.
Yeah, Matt.
Yeah. Yeah, Matt, Brandon, they were involved too. Sorry. Gotta mention them.
Yeah. But we do have the credits available in the options menu. So if you want to check out everybody everybody else, you can open it there. So, nice. And that wasn't there at first either. That was an update. So,
cool. Awesome. Well, thanks again, guys. It's been fun hanging out, talking about the game, looking at your little people.
Your little friend.
Yeah. Thanks for having us, guys.
We actually did talk about making these guys into like physical things you could buy. eventually.
Oh.
If people actually get want that.
It was
We've
like
had
an
a couple
FBX
people actually
file.
ask
You know,
for it.
you could 3D print it yourself or something like that would be the intent.
Who
Something
would
like
want that
that.
little
Nice.
statue of Mike? Come on.
You never know.
I'd take a statue of Mike. This is great. This size
I
too.
I would like to 3D print hundreds of these guys and just put them in my room and just smash and throw them. And
Start eating them. This one's
couldn't
made
eat
out
'em,
of cake.
but
Well, you probably could.
You probably
You know
could.
I kind of want to pay someone to
So
make
if you're
like,
determined enough.
a statue of Mike, or at least Mike's head there, out of cake, like a real cake, but you can't tell. And I'll just post a video of me cutting you and eating your cake.
Photo
Look,
real
I
cakes.
got a Blockbuster doll. Just kidding, it's a cake.
you could go really old school and do the ice cube tray mold of all these and do some jello or something. And then you could eat.
Dude, that'd be hilarious. Ice molds of all these monsters would be awesome.
Jello
And not
jiggler,
just like
Richter
the
scale.
small
Oh,
silicone.
man.
A Richter scale
Sorry,
ice mold. That'd be cool. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah.
gotta do the sponges that grow when you put water on.
Yeah, like
That'd
the
be
dinosaur things. Put them in
Yeah.
water and then it's a big dinosaur. Yeah. That'd be a
Says
good
they're gaming,
collectible.
right? You get the big.
And it's got an actual 24-hour clock on it too, so you gotta like wait. Bringing back Farmville mechanics. Jesus.
Nobody asked for that.
Can
I
I pay
know.
to skip the wait? 'Cause I'm
Nobody
dying
asked
to
for
do
that.
Yeah.
I'm
I
sure
really like
there's
this game,
someone
but I
out
wish
there.
I could wait to play it for 24 hours.
I wish I could wait to play it.
Can't
That'll
wait to
be
play it
fun when I get
tomorrow.
around
My
to it.
corn,
Yeah.
my corn will be done in three and a half days. What do I do now?
Business day.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, it doesn't grow on Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
Realistic. Well, everyone watching, listening, thanks for hanging out. If you've ever wanted to be a giant monster, go get Blockbuster on the Quest. Jump in and smash some stuff. You can choose from any 5 of these lovely models. And when you were talking about them, like your head was right here, by the way. Just saying, like,
Good.
Is that a monster ball crossover?
We're trying to gird their loins. You know how it is. I don't know. I'm okay. Sorry, guys. I'm trying not to say anything.
We're getting
stupid, and I
punchy here.
did. Yeah.
No. Have you met Wookie?
Excuse me?
Oh, that's good. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm not alone.
You're saying I say stupid stuff?
No. No, I say stupid stuff.
DJ
Come back next week for the 4th revision of the Blockbuster update produced by
Yeah.
VI Verdict.
He forgot to
Every
hit
week now.
hit play.
every Thursday until your next update.
Forgot to hit play right when he hits play now. It's gonna start playing. It's been paused this whole time. You know how many times it's happened? So many times.
I did actually
count on
don't
one
even
hand.
record.
Thanks for having us, guys. We really appreciate it. Thank you for giving
Yeah.
us your time.
You guys are great.
And, yeah, seriously, thanks a lot.
Yeah, it's
Sorry
fun.
that it took us 3 times to get to this
Yeah.
point.
And thank you for letting us talk
Yeah,
about
for sure.
Blockbuster because we're excited to share the game. So,
Yeah.
like Doug said, it's awesome to
Yeah.
let you guys have us on. We appreciate it.
I'm excited. I'm thoroughly enjoying it now. And the updates you guys are talking about makes me very excited. So can't wait.
Cool. Thanks
Awesome.
a lot, you guys. Yeah.
Pill
Yeah.
5.
All right. Pill 5. There's 5 of us, so
Boom, boom.
it makes sense. Pill 5.
You have my pill.
Boom.
Now
There
we're
we go.
now we're Captain Pill Planet.
All right. Quack, quack.
Wonder
quack.
if the pills activate.
Quack,
Pill hands
quack,
combined.
quack. With pill hands combined.
So is that like Blockbuster 2 where I get to be like a Power Ranger and I'm fighting the big monsters?
Dude,
Don't quit
Blockbuster
away.
2 is gonna. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Can't
No,
wait.
just kidding.
You guys like
Voltron.
Megazords? Megazords are yeah. I love Voltron, man. Voltron's so cool. Yeah.
I want to be the left foot.
That'd be so cool. Yeah. I want to be. Who wants to be the left foot?
I want to be the left foot.
Can I kick yet? No. Oh.
No, it's just teleportation movement. No.
Playing like some weird fucked up game of Twister. Just so you guys stand leaning walk. That's an idea.
Yeah.